got love and I put it on ice. This bed is cold and it don't feel right. Ain't nobody else could love me like that. You love me like that, no. If you give me space, then I'll give you the sky. Yeah, you got me thinking we could try. Ain't nobody else could love me like that. You love me like that. When I said it's over, thought I really meant that. Now I'm wanting you back, so just hold me closer. Ain't nobody like us, now I know. So come on and love me like you did before. Tell me I'm worth fighting for. Show me that there's something more. We can do better. Brick by brick we built these walls, but tonight we'll watch them fall. So love me like you did before. We can do better, we can do better. So take this bed and set it on fire. Only you know my dark desires. Ain't nobody else could love me like that. You love me like that. When I said it's over, thought I really meant that. Now I'm wanting you back, so just hold me closer. Ain't nobody like us, now I know. So come on and love me like you did before. Tell me I'm worth fighting for. Show me that there's something more. We can do better. Brick by brick we built these walls, but tonight we'll watch them fall. So love me like you did before. We can do better, we can do better.
Hello. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome in. What a great Sunday. Hopefully it's been a great Sunday for you. I've already tweeted everything, or tweeted, blue skied, posted, whatever. Discord, things like that. We're gonna be doing some creative planning today. I really liked how last stream went last weekend. I thought it was a really engaging stream, and it got me really motivated to do more. Funny enough, after last stream, I was working on single player related build planning. I went on the AfterLife server and I started planning the castle build for that for season 5. So that's what I'm going to be continuing today. This will be everyone's first look at what I have planned for the castle. And, you know, things can still change. But, hey, Jen, hey, Signing Stan. Hello. Yeah, doing well. Hopefully you're doing well. But, yeah, that's what we're going to do, at least for a little bit. We'll see about later. But, streaming. This is different. I've been working on this as well. I posted this in Discord. I'm going to put some shaders on for this, I think. Come on. This is a multi-item sorter. And I've been playing around with how we're actually going to do this. But using copper bulbs. Very compact. It's just a 2x4. That's it. This is the whole item sorter here. It stretches down, I think, 3 or 4 blocks below, though. But it's a Cortezarino design, which I always love his designs for things. So, doing some laundry, nice. I was doing laundry yesterday, so I feel that. So yeah, so we'll end up building something like this on AfterLife as well. I haven't quite come through what's going to change. As a lot of you guys know, like on essentially what my original plan was on the server for storage for the individual item sorting was basically this. And as far as I'm aware of, there is no way to individually item sort like this with the barrels next to each other. You can sort into like a chest. If I were to place these with like a chest or like a double chest, I could do that, but I can't do barrels. So not with this gap anyways. The Tango Tech sorter, if I had a 3-block gap between them, it would work, but mine, I guess, is just a 1-block gap because I wasn't really thinking about it. I guess I didn't really know what I was doing. So what we're gonna end up doing, I guess we could still use the Tango Tech design, but I kind of like this. So I was kind of playing around with just doing 1 block, 1 column of barrels. I don't know, something like that. Just a thought for how it could go. I think I went with spruce. So, just a thought, but this is what I've been working on mostly. What's up, boss? Danny Chaos, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, boss. How have you been? How was the stream? How were the things? Good to see you. 17 years? Yeah, sounds about right. Long time. Hope you've been well. What have you been up to? I think Jen is doing laundry, so I will give Boz a shout out. Boz is a fantastic streamer, folks. If you don't already follow him, if you're not coming from Boz's stream, haven't followed Boz yet, make sure you do. Fantastic. Life is good. Fantastic. Hope all's good. Yeah, we're doing good here. We're doing good here. So last weekend I started to do some streams planning builds for my single player, the amplified hardcore single player world that I have. This stream we're focusing on the AfterLife server. So I started like beginning of last week off stream working on this. So it's a castle-like structure. I don't know. Just messing around. See what I like, see what I don't like. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the middle here. I started with this bottom bit here, the small like fort-like towers here. So the idea behind this, you can see the pattern on the bottom here. I don't know if this is exact or not, but I have a floating island on the AfterLife server. I built a custom floating island that needs finished still. And on that floating island, below it is my circular hole base where I've got my storage, I've got animal pens, I've got different things down there. On the island, I'm gonna be building this, is the idea. Still at a bad time, no worries. Yeah, the idea is that I'm gonna be building this on top of the island. So, we'll see. That is, of course, assuming that, you know, we don't reset soon or anything like that, which I don't think we're going to, but if we don't build it this season, we'll build it next season. So, thanks. Yeah, I'm playing around with a couple different shapes. I first started with kind of a like peaked triangular shape in the middle. Like I think it peaked like right here. So it's just kind of like a diagonal like that. Didn't really like it. One, it wasn't tall enough, but two, it just, I don't know, it just looked weird. It wasn't really what I was going for. So, yeah, we'll give this a go. Slow and steady process. I've been enjoying doing some more creative building stuff recently, mostly because it helps me like really hone in on, it helps me try different ideas, I guess, a lot better than if I did what I normally do, which is I just kind of built freehand in whatever world I'm in. So that's kind of what the sides would look like. The idea here being that there'll be a doorway here. You can go inside the castle this way. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a combination of like the actual castle and the keep itself. I don't know. Like this is kind of the keep here. This is the castle. I'm wondering if this is too tall or if it's just maybe this needs to come down a little bit. Or if it's too bulky, I don't know. Or if it's just, there's just too much of one texture here. I mean, there is too much of one texture here, but I wonder if that's throwing me off. I like this top bit here. I just did this yesterday. Or the day before, one of the two. I really like this top bit here. But I do think I'll need to put in all four sides to really understand if I like this or not. And probably here. Trying to debate how we're gonna do this. I want to put some flags, so maybe we'll do like, I'm not gonna do it right now, but maybe we'll do a flag here, each of the four corners there, or we'll just do flags here, right? Each of those corners. We can do flags everywhere, to be honest. We can kind of do whatever we want. So, but yeah, this is what we're working on. I want to make some progress on this today. This is something I actually do want to, I think, plan out. I don't normally plan things out fully before I do them. I'll like partially plan, but this is something that I want to plan out fully, I think, before saying, yeah, I like this, no I don't, now we're gonna build it, kind of thing. Hey Duke, appreciate it. Yeah, I was also thinking that as well, like a coat of arms or like some kind of flag. I use some white wool or something just to, I don't know. I've never built a flag, so I don't really know if this makes sense, but you know, that looks a little awkward, but something like that. Needs to go lower, I think, but that was my basic idea. Nope. Do orange? No. I want to do red of some kind. Let's see if I can search up some flags, give me some inspiration. That's one of the things I've learned to do better about as well, is actually like looking stuff up. Yeah, there we go. So it needs to be more like, if I were to do something, it needs to be more like, let's say here. It needs to go way further down. Right, like this long straight section. And maybe that. Maybe that's a little too big. Or it needs to be smaller, right? The other thing it could be... Nope, I don't like that. Go with a gray. Not really gonna like this either, I don't think. But we'll see. Not a huge fan of that. I don't know. So I feel like this needs to be more like this stuff. I'm gonna do that. And then maybe do this. That's an idea. Or maybe I swap it. Maybe instead of that, I do a white border. Let's try keeping the corner blocks. Something like that. I don't know. Instead of this, I do that. Something like that looks a little better, I think. Maybe I'll do that instead. Do that. I don't like that. I think if anything, I want to do a slab. It's not terrible. I like that better. Yeah. It's not terrible. Kind of looks like a face up here. Let's put a nose. That's funny. What if I did? Hold on. You know what, this needs to be like here. That's funny. This is two little eyes there. Yeah, this is more of a sword, isn't it? I could do that. Or maybe I do the short sword, but it is a sword. I actually don't mind the sword. I think it would need to go down, but it's not bad. One block part at the top, some kind of wood, and then fence gates. One block apart at the top, some kind of wood, and then fence gates holding in the gap. Oh. Oh. I think we did. What is that wood called? It's called mangrove. Are you saying like this? That's not bad. It's an angrier face. I love it. No, it doesn't go there. Does it? Does that go there? That does go there. On this side. Oh, I did. We do that, and that, that, and that. I don't yet know how to connect that with everything, but or at least connect it up to the wall or something. One, two, three. I think we go there. Yeah, I actually quite like this. I like the fence gate suggestion here. It does really tie things in. I don't know if I like the white outline. I will say that. Maybe I do go with a light gray. Unless it blends in too much. No. Light gray is a little better. It's not bad. Maybe we have like a little window here as well. Potentially. I don't quite like that. Looks like an even weirder face. Now we could use real banners. Something like that. Comes together a little more that way. I'm wondering if instead of these, do like some banners here or something. They look very small in this build, I will say. It's interesting. I could keep the design here. keep it here too. I like it like that. Do I like it like that kind of design, or do I like it? No, I think I like it the other way. Like that. Maybe not. Maybe that's better. Maybe. Go with it for now. Start adding some smaller details. It's an idea. That's half of just what I'm trying to do here, is just get my ideas out here on a landscape where I can actually do something with them, you know? I think this goes here. Yeah. This goes here, blah. Ta. And this is where here we went like that. And like that. It's not bad. It's a pretty simple pattern to repeat. Doesn't always make it good, but I think in this case, it does what I need it to do. And that's important. We can't have too many banners though. This is right next to spawn, so like in terms of like actual banners, we don't want to have too many. So this is what the interior is gonna look like, and we can make this whatever we want. You know, I decorated the interior just like the exterior for these walls in here. We can change that. It's not a big deal. It just only has to be the exterior, which means like you could cover up this wall if we wanted to, or just make it look differently, I guess. Still hold on to you, hold on to me. Push my chair in. Scoochy scooch. The other thing I thought about here was like, what do we want to put a pillar here of some kind? Break it up a little bit. Do something like that. That looks a little better, actually. I like that a little bit better. Now that we've filled it in with like a banner. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot better actually. Could also, if we wanted to, instead of doing full blocks here to help with spawn proofing, just do that. That's not bad either. It's such a large scale, it doesn't, you know, full blocks versus, you know, half blocks or whatever, slabs, isn't a huge deal. All right. I know there's probably an easier way of placing these blocks as well, but I'm probably a little too old school. Fortunate for most people. I take my sweet old time with it, so. Partially, I don't really know how to, you know, use Axiom or World Edit or whatever it is that we have on this server. This is the AfterLife creative server, but I don't know if I mentioned that. But this is our server that we can plan builds and stuff on. To give you an example, over here is builds that I've planned since season 3. So this was my, oh goodness, what was this? This is my cow shop in season 3. Pretty good shop. Big old cow head. This was the entrance to the games district in season 3. Hey Kensington, how's it going? Doing good, how are you? Yeah, this is the entrance to the games district in season 3. I think this is the original one that I built. And I think Skunk built this one. Based on mine. Let's see. This was... what is this? It's a parrot. This was my glass shop in season 3. Cute little build. Snow globe from season 3's winter area. Season 3, my lighting shop. Light it up. People could hire me to light up their bases. And I sold some lighting stuff here as well. I got some mushroom houses from season 4 as I was planning them. I really like these still. This is my little barn here. This is a barn I built, maybe it was on season 3. I also made a tutorial for that. This is the idea I had for my western town. The nether tunnel for it, which is pretty cool. The water tower I built for it. All that was season 3. Random tower I built. I think I may have built that on the season 4 server as well. So, bouncy castle from season 3. Mushroom house from season 3. Or no, season 4. Random house I built. Night Fox. Random house I built. This I had built for my single player world. This is like the entrance to a end portal, basically. My season 5 spawn house. I don't even know who built this. I don't know who built that mushroom. I don't even know what this is either. These are the head designs for the current season 5 base. Hey, Night Fox. Can you show the cow build again? Yeah. So it's just a cow head with some, you know, different things on top. Little horns there. See those? The idea of the shop is I sold like leather and steak and whatnot. So button here to allow you in. This is the cow's tongue here. So you're actually entering the cow's mouth. And so I sold leather here, cow heads. Is that it? Is this just a leather shop? I could have sworn I sold steak here. Maybe it's just a leather shop. I don't know. Parent have a blast, yeah. If I'm working next vid, nice. Yes, we're planning a castle today. Yeah. For sure. Want to see your crazy blimp? Sure. Tad attempt with the tongue alone. Yeah, it was a pretty funny idea. There's a tongue sticking out. Do I have a theme for the cow head or for the castle? The cow head is, you know, farming related, right? You got the hay bales, you got the this kind of stuff. Warp, no. /TP. Is that right? Yeah. Whoa! Holy mackerel. That's massive. That's crazy. What is this? Was this your spawn house? Oh, there's your shop too. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. You building this season? This is a huge build. Oh my gosh. Maybe. That's pretty. Big maybe. This would be an insane base. Cause I bet you there's room underneath here for like all your storage, and you could put like little farms in here and fill out the edges. Nice, yeah. Little packages you're carrying here. Oh, I guess these are just lights, but you could have little packages you're carrying. Yeah, it's a really big airship. This is insane, dude. The propeller is really cool, yeah. I was looking at the copper here. The lightning rods and the copper trapdoors. Oh, I didn't notice the what are these called? Grindstones. Grindstones. That's crazy. Were these some of the earlier prototypes up here, or are these just smaller versions of the same ship? You know what this reminds me of? I think it was season 3. Skunk did a, I think he did some hot air balloons that would like dot it around his base. Earlier builds? Okay. Look at a tiny one. It would be really interesting if you had a whole base, like an airship base, that was just... I guess it could kind of go with like a steampunk theme, but that was just like a big airship, like a fleet of airships. And like that was your base. You use the main one for like your main storage and all that. Like each airship had a certain thing. Use Axiom with one of the ships and then stretched it. There you go. So probably this one was the first one, and then you probably stretched it. Stretched it. That's crazy. Axiom is insane with the things you can do. Or was it this one? This is like a normal airship. This is the first one, yeah. I was like, this is like a normal airship. Normal size, like normal width, and then gigantic one. Federation's coming. Yeah, you are. Absolutely. I don't think I've ever actually been inside your house. It's a big house, I will say. You're going bigger and bolder with every build. Where's the how do I go upstairs? Is it this way? No? I'm missing something? I have to go out like on the exterior. Oh yeah, for sure. That's the cool thing about having this creative server is we can, and this creative server doesn't like ever go away season to season. Like it doesn't reset per season. We've had the same creative server since season 3. I was showing you guys all the stuff that I planned in season 3. This is crazy. This is a massive bed. Is this like a California king? I think it's too wide to be a regular king. Such a pretty view right there. I'm gonna run out of the window. What am I building? If you warp to, which one's mine? Should be fire builds? No. Yeah, fire builds. You'll see it there. Yeah, Axiom is wild. To say the least. Yeah. What's this way? Yeah, I'm working on this. It's supposed to be like a little castle thing to put on top of the floating island. I'm in a similar boat with this one. It's like, it's, you know, depending on how long the season goes, either I will make this season or I'll make it next season. But I am thinking if I have time, I'd rather do it this season. So I've got all the deep slate for it easily. Once I plan it, all I need is a weekend to build it, you know? So, or maybe a week, but who knows? So, just playing around with this, seeing if I like what this is gonna look like. I started with something a little more triangular with the top, and I've gone more square, rectangular. But it's pretty symmetric right now. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Yeah, it's themed the same way my base is down to the hole, where it's, you know, it's the mangrove, it's the spruce, it's deep slate. Pretty much those three blocks, that combination of blocks. It's kind of been my theme this season, so. I don't know how I feel about the banners. Not the middle banner. Like, this one's fine. I'm talking about like those banners up there. I don't really know how I feel about them still. I like the idea. I just wonder if I'm trying too hard. Or if there needs to be some kind of like asymmetry or something. I don't know. I guess not. I don't know if I feel like it used to work. I don't remember. Jay, help. Jay, we need you. Does voice chat work on the creative server? Is it supposed to work? Jay, please save us. It definitely worked. My voice crack. Definitely worked at some point though. I remember talking like Z on here at one point. Back to the blimp. Have fun. It's looking great. It's massive. It's well textured so far, and it's looking great. So keep it up. Keep that up. Maybe you'll, you know, be able to overtake Blondskunk for, you know, title of Master Builder, you know? Maybe you'll have some competition. Mm-hmm. I'm not kidding though. Just saying. We're going slow, taking our sweet old time. I've like done different patterns for each level, right? Like this is a different pattern to this, which is a different pattern to this. Weirdly enough. Now there's light shining through and I don't like it. I don't like it. Get rid of that. Hey, to hold. Let's build up this side now. I think here, how do we do this? We're just going straight up for a while. Actually, no, what do I do here? Let's repeat this. Do that. Okay. 3, 3. Right in the middle. Okay. At least one more up. It goes right there. Part of this is so that, you know, once I actually build it, I will have actually built it, so I know what I'm doing. Well, I've built it with my own 2 hands. Somehow. Okay. Okay. That up to here. Okay. That works. 1, 2, 3 here. That's coming up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. That goes there. I think there's one where I go like that and that, maybe? Yes. I got it correct. Beautiful. Then we go 3 in here. All right. Like that. This is more like the shape that I was hoping for, so. I'm just wondering if I want to go one more layer up in the middle here. Like if I want to put like a pillar here or something. And do one more. Is that it? One more up right there. Almost like a cake. You know, different layers as you go up. I don't know. It definitely needs more spruce and mangrove though in this build for sure. Cause like this bottom part is very colorful and the top part looks not colorful. I mean, it has colors, but it's not like as varied. It definitely needs spruce in it. Unless I were to do... Instead of gray banners... Do brown banners. To try to tie... Yeah, that's a little better. It ties in the color better. It's not perfect. But it's better. That's pretty. I like it. I feel like I need to work in some like colors here or something. Maybe it should be vines. That would be interesting. Either some glow lichen or some vines to put here. That would be an interesting concept. All right. Is that what I did for the middle here? Yeah, that's all I did. What I would probably want to do is that and that. That kind of shape in the floor is not bad. Do, 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 do. This will go here, this will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. It's an idea for leaves there. I don't know if I really like it, but it's an idea. Do that. I feel like I'm like ultra focus mode right now though. So apologies folks. Hope everyone's week has been good, or weekend, or whatever. All of the above. I am testing out my new glasses right now. So I got 2 new pairs of glasses. One, my vision got worse, you know, so I needed regular glasses. And my old glasses hadn't been updated in a few years. And 2, I'm wearing these new, like, I think I talked about them on stream a little bit, but these new, like, therapy glasses, which are kind of interesting to help realign my vision. So that's what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing glasses right now. You guys can't see me, but I'm wearing glasses right now. Even though I have my contacts in to help me see, I'm wearing these like therapy glasses to help me with my vision at close spaces. So, you know what would be better than this? If we did this like here, that would give us a little more green and it would be able to show it more. Question is, do I even like that? I don't even think I like that. It's too bulky. Maybe in this corner? I don't know. I don't like any of that. Hello, Em.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Why, uh-oh?
You're like, hi. Like Squidward, hi.
I'm just annoyed with my one group member.
Well, tell them to stop.
They didn't check the Discord and wrote their section on something that someone else had already claimed, which is why I sent the message in the first place.
Womp, womp, womp.
And then during the meeting, like, we were talking about, like, future changes, and all he provided was, well, they could optimize stuff more. I'm like, optimize what? Optimize something is not an answer.
It's the only answer. What are you talking about?
I just don't get it, I guess.
Just don't understand people.
Don't understand what he's not understanding. What?
I don't understand what he's not understanding.
I mean, it's true.
Maybe it's because you're somewhat sane.
Only somewhat.
Only somewhat. Yeah, that's fair. Same.
But yeah. And then, you know, he tried to suggest a different tool to do, and I might need to be a little more explicit with what I said, because the tool he's suggesting was not one that was used in the case study. Like, he just kept throwing out random stuff, random general stuff. I'm like, you need this to pertain to the case study we chose.
It'll be done in a month. It'll be done in the month. It'll be done in the month. It'll be done in a month. I'll just keep repeating that to myself. Alright, Emma. What do you think?
Kind of like a face. Like a spider.
A spider?
It reminds me of a spider face.
Le caso de spider. Speed ray. I was saying earlier, I don't feel like the colors down here are tying in as well up here.
They're not.
I think because there's so much deep slate tile up here, and I only use a little bit of deep slate tile down here.
I feel like you need to add more color in.
Castle Arachna.
Hi, Jen.
That would work. That would work for a title. The castle. Castle name. Castle title. whip. Nay nay. Watch me whip. Whip. Watch me nay nay. You could have stopped at person is annoying. It would have been accurate for like 99% of circumstances. Well, I just looked over and Jen just said hi. I was like,
Hi, Jen.
yeah, and I had to think back, like, what was that for again?
I said hi.
Uh-oh. That was wrong. Alright, let's bring this up. Why would it be nap time? It's playtime.
Napping with the baby.
You do you. I think it's what I did before. Yes. Score. So this is
Do you
gonna
tell
go like.
people that we've been hanging out with people?
No.
We've been social.
Wow, we've been social. This is insane.
It's so impressive.
Wow, oh my goodness. We did it. We've won.
I feel like it is impressive. I'm impressed with us.
Very good.
The one team member though once again tried to use the whole like I use the WhatsApp more than I use Discord. I'm like, okay, we all agreed to use Discord, which means you need to check it.
Ew, what's up? That's my reaction to that.
And it's like, we all agreed to use this, so we need to make sure you're checking it. It doesn't really matter if it's not your typical form of it.
I mean, I don't think it would have mattered anyways. You know, everyone else is communicating on one thing. You check the one thing. Like, that's just how it works. Doesn't really matter if that's what you use all the time or not.
Yep.
Like, buddy, it ain't about you. Like, chill. You go where the people are. The people who are on WhatsApp, you can go to WhatsApp. But if the people are on Discord, you go to Discord. Blonde's gonna stay away. No, Blonde's gonna come back. Don't stay away. Blonde's gonna stay away. What am I missing? Ha! Did not mean to place that one. Blonde's gonna stay away. Woohoo. Blood's gonna stay away. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Feeling good. I think again, this just goes here. And then behind here is just that and that. Just do that, 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 that. And on these ones, we do yeah, like that. Aha. Beautiful. Even if I tried. Savannah? Ah, Savannah. I don't know the rest of the words. Boom, boom.
You should see if we can watch Love Island live.
Okay.
Cause chat, I've gotten White into Love Island.
Do love the island.
He is far too invested now. It is wonderful.
For those who don't know what a Love Island is, don't worry about it. You've saved yourself the pain and misery of knowing what Love Island is.
It's trash, but it's really entertaining trash.
Talk about the show or me?
So,
Darn.
he bought me ice cream yesterday.
So?
We live to fight another day.
Yeah.
Wait, how many times did I write my name in this world?
All of them.
I see 2 right now.
It's only 2 I remember.
Okay.
3? No, it just says no. That would have been you also doing that.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, only twice I think.
I was just surprised when I saw 2. I thought it was only 1.
This was probably you though.
No, not the fires. That was you, Jair's.
What is this? Whoa. Interesting behavior. I don't know. I feel like this might be too big for the island though. Because I marked this out, but I feel like the island I actually have is smaller. So we might have to make the island a little bit bigger. And then call it Love Island, put a whole bunch of people on there. Watch them fight it out to the death.
I feel like to the death would be
In Minecraft.
Oh, in Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft. Not talking about real life here.
No, what you should do, you should plan an AfterLife Love Island.
I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one, Chief.
Everyone has to couple up. feel like what you're doing looks cool, but because you're all doing it all in the same color, nothing stands out.
It doesn't stand out here with shaders on, but also part of it for me is like none of it's supposed to stand out. It's just the dark castle.
I feel like you want
Castle Arachna.
little, like you don't want to put this much effort into like intricate detail and have no one be able to notice it.
I think it's okay. I know it's there.
And that's all that matters.
It's all that matters. Let's see. A 1, a 2, a 3. There. Yeah, very symmetrical right now. But that's the basic shape of everything. Oh, forgot a pillar. If we want to on the sides here. Do something like that. Maybe. Or we do the banner on all sides, but I feel like that's not as fun. Maybe we do put the banner on all sides. But we switch it up a little bit. Or put like mini banners or something. That could be neat. That's what I'm missing. I see it. I see the light. Probably not that. Probably not that either. So just this then, huh? It's a little better though. And we'll also have to look at this without shaders on, because that'll make a big difference too. Right, so if we step back. Oh. Get a little more contrast with shaders off. What this needs to be. We need spruce. That's what we need here. That's what we're missing. Potentially there and there. Maybe we just do that. It's not bad. If we do that, I feel like this can become red banners up here then. Or white banners. We just do white banners. I don't know what the actual banner design would be, to be honest with you. Like, I don't think we just do like solid colored banners. I think we would do some kind of design. Instead of brown down here, we do white. I don't like the white. I was hoping I would like it, but I don't. It's too bright. This is not a very bright castle. You know what? That's better. Nice big smiley face. 2 eyes at the top, nose is the banner, smiley face at the bottom. I like it. Then we want a door. Want spruce doors, more than likely. There's a face in all builds. Surprisingly, yeah, there's quite a few. We could, you know, put some eyebrows up here if we wanted to. Slab. Put in the right place. Some eyebrows. There you go. It's beautiful. It's not a terrible idea, though. Because we could, instead of this. Something like that. I want to use some glass in this build, actually. Glass. Bye bye. I don't like the glass color. It's a little better. Don't know if I like the windows here though. the way that they are anyways. That I might like a little better. And then I think if we did... One sec. Alright, I'm back. Our shower curtain fell, so I'm gonna go check, see if Emma was okay. That's all. Our shower curtain keeps falling. Fortunately, there's no good place to like drill things in. So. Actually like that as it was. Is there another deep slate pattern I could use? Could use some cracked. That's okay. But what if I tried? I can't believe I missed that. What if I tried? That instead. It's okay. Probably better than what it currently is, though. Give it that. Or, you know what? I could do this pattern down here too. Yeah, I could do that. That's better. I'm okay with that. Just placeholders. I think I'll put a banner here and here, maybe? No. There and there. Yeah. Something like that. So we could technically, maybe we do want to put this banner here actually. Yeah, I could do that. That's cool. There. And there, and there, and you, and you, and you. And you. Okay. So that's an idea. You know what? What would white glass look like? I think I might like the white glass better, to be honest. From this side, it needs more spruce in the top here. What if I did that? Oh, that's wrong. Welcome back, Night Fox. That doesn't feel right. Grab a cauldron real quick. Kind of like that balance there. Though I do wonder if instead of doing that, you could like invert it basically. Or essentially, these are too tall. Maybe instead of doing that, I do that. Yeah. These are one tall in the middle. These are too tall here. It's a little better. Really enough, I almost feel like this needs to be like this. Give it a little more green. Yep, that's better. Still spruce missing. Like, I know it's missing. Can I do like a spruce stair? What do I have spruce stairs? Do like that maybe? Or does that feel too weird? That's better. Oh, you know what? I'm forgetting something important. Let's put these back here. Put them back. Maybe that could still work. This could be spruce. And then maybe it wouldn't feel as bulky either. Like that. It's a banner though. Like if we want to do that, want to do that instead. Just for the sake of having something in there. I don't know what this pot would actually be, but something like that. That's okay. Oh, Skunk is on. Howdy. Lame. He left. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he's gonna leave like that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we'll do this instead. Is there like, maybe I can do a mangrove, like a propagule instead, actually. I like the azalea bush better though. Much better idea. You just popped on. You wanted to talk about the build a little bit, Mr. Skunk. That's feeling a little better. I don't know if I like the window treatments / banner treatments, but it is feeling better. I wonder if instead of doing it around the banners, I do it around the windows. Like that. Okay, I'm back. Can't really do that there. Can't do that either. Give some eyebrows though, ayo. Oh, thank you, Skunk. I appreciate that. I kind of just like the exterior of being, or the sides there, to be honest. I don't really know what I want to do with the middle here. Down here is not bad. Like that. That I love it and it's cool and awesome. I bullied him into coming on the server. There we go. And where is the interior? One step at a time, Skunk. Come on now. You know that. One step at a time. I like the idea of using this down here, though. Yeah, I like that idea. Use around all of these. No interior, 0 out of 10. Someone might use it as storage. Ew, MS flowers. What? Who's been here for ages? Skunk, do you like my redstone here? This is totally my redstone, not copied from a build or a tutorial or anything. Yeah. I'm probably not gonna do this. I'm probably gonna be using this one over here. These are the multi-item sorters. This again is from a tutorial, but only means one column of barrels though, unfortunately, for every like 2 blocks. But so I'll have to need the copper golem. I don't know if the copper golem would solve all my issues, but Yeah, sure, yeah. That works. Jay's gonna fix it. Praise Jay. Nice. Good job, Skunk. Proud of you. Thank you. Jay knows all because Jay is told all. And, you know, sometimes he actually knows all, you know, occasionally. Once in a while. He was like, oh, it's not working. Yeah, typical, yeah. I'll give you the play-by-play. Will you now? Will you really? There we go. There's my smiley face. I heard that in Jay's voice. Nice. There's no smiley face, guys. I found it. 2 eyes, big nose, smile. I was waiting for it. Been waiting for this day. For a long time. Exactly. I quite like that actually. Not joking. I actually quite like that. Would be interesting if I could do that. Oh, the sides. Did I do the... No, I kept it like this. That is not supposed to happen. Do that instead. It's a better smiley face. We like that smiley face. And part of the issue with this is I haven't really textured the columns at all. How do I want to texture? I want to do that. I like that actually. It's a little better. Frowny face? What a frown for? Turn that frown upside down. Why the frown? Ah! Let's not do that. What I want? What do I want? Hibiscus. It really do be the bloomin'?
Don't be sad, Emma. Be happy, Emma. I would be happier if I didn't have to deal with certain people today.
Big rip. Like my face? It's a beautiful face.
Looks like it has a mustache.
It's actually Mumbo. It's like this whole castle is actually just a tribute to Mumbo, guys. That's definitely better. It's looking much better.
What's the plot twist, Night Fox?
The plot twist?
Is that plot twist?
What plot are we twisting? Oh, the tribute to Mumbo, yeah. Yeah, Mumbo actually hired me to build this. I'm now famous now. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm kidding me out right about now. I'm kidding me out right about now. Like you, Night Fox? I do know you. You are pretty famous. You and Skunk and Jay. Ash is pretty famous. Puff's pretty famous. I really like that texturing now that it's done. I think all the pillars are done. Let's see. Gem? Back in the day. There we go. It's very colorful now. I like the colors. You know, there's some more details to do, right? But for a first, like, more complete castle build. Not bad. Not bad. I've never built a castle before, or anything like it, like even like a fort of some kind. Well, all right, I have tried to build one before, like 8 years ago or something. No, it was 10 years ago actually. I tried to build one on the Affinity server back in the day. And I was obsessed with trying to build castles like in the early stages before I started YouTube as well. I always like dug out the perimeter and like did like this portion of it. Like planned it out and then just like never did it. Sounds like me, right? Don't like that. I almost feel like this should also not be there. I like that better. Instead of that, like that. A walkway there. Easy enough. Now the question is going to be, what do I do with the sides and the back? Oh, and I need to do... So I'm leaving these open because I think I'm going to do a spiral staircase up here. So we're going to want to work on that. Oh, we need to do this stuff all the way around too. We can either repeat like the same thing all the way around or try something different. I think for the leaves, we're gonna do the same thing. Just because that's, you know, fairly simple, straightforward. Cauldrons and leaves, how can you go wrong with that, you know? Can't really go wrong. I can't believe how detailed this front is now, though. We started with a blank slate. Now I really like it. And honestly, I don't think it needs the extra bit on top. I was thinking of adding like another tower on top. Actually, what would it look like if we did try to do that? Is that too much? Let's try actually one more. Give us some area around here. What if we tried to do like a flagpole kind of tower on top here. What will this look like? Let's go a little bit taller. Let's try this. You. Keeping me up at night. Things. Let's see. What if I tried that and that? It's gonna be insane if we actually use this. Do I want to do that, or I want to go a little further out? You know what? I think I want to do... Do I want to do? I know what I want to do. Something like this, I think. I think I only want to go up to there. I think what I have right now is too tall. It's over here, I think. Yeah, from down here, you're not really gonna see it. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah, I like the pattern we had going on here. Nope, not that. Couple more there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Over here, go across here, and I'll break. No, we won't. I'll try. just do like this, I think. Or like that. I think we were doing this before. Which one's the front? This one? Alright, let's give it a go first. Like that. And do that. Still like this pattern. Similar to what we did down here. That just a slab? That was just a slab. Do that, that. That. Don't try. It's coming along. Little by little. Getting ideas as I go along. That are, you know, decent ideas. Two more. It's gonna be a lot of materials though to make. Oh man, what did I get myself into? The thing is, the deep slate we should have most of it. I just have to craft it all up properly. So all the deep slate shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be all like the details that are gonna be interesting. Do that? No. I'll do that and that for now. There we go. On top of here, I have some kind of flagpole going all the way up. In theory, we could have a spiral staircase coming all the way up, but let's do that. Don't really like that. Just do that, I think. That I don't really like, but we'll do this. So we're gonna be able to exit here. Whoop. Okay, there's that, and there's that. Okay. Bit of a staircase coming up. Potentially. Maybe we have staircases coming up here? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think about how we would get up to here. Because I think this we're going to want to use as a spiral staircase to come up to here. We may not want it to be the spiral staircase coming from down here. I'm honestly thinking that we don't want that. But I don't know. Kind of feel like we want to do something like that maybe. For the interior here. As an idea. Instead of that, we did just alternate going all the way up like I've done before. Yeah, we'll just do that. Let's alternate going all the way up. To there. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is the last pair of columns here. Just actually do that. Instead of that. Maybe we want to do that. Then here, I think we want to do that. Okay, I think here we want to do these stairs. No, we don't. We want these stairs. 100% want these stairs. Absolutely, we want these stairs. In the middle here. No. No. I know what we want. We want that. Yep. That's what we want. It goes down to here, here. Here, here. Here, here. There, there. Actually, instead of this block, we'll do that block. And I'll break it up a little bit. Whew. All right. What does front look like? I don't know if I like that top part or not. The last tower up there. But I think I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. Absolutely gonna keep it. Because However, this ends up coming up here. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Needs to extend it out further. That's a big flag. Oh, that's a big flag. That's probably too big. It's too short. It's too short. That's the problem. You're way up here in build height. Oh, that's a big fly. Maybe that's too tall now. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it needs to go. I think it needs to come down 1 or 2 blocks. I love the flag though. It's beautiful. So I think this needs to come down 1, and we need to start this like here. There. Nope, that's not gonna work. That might work. No. Yes. Yeah, it's good. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? Actually want this. That's pretty. That looks good. Oh, scooch back in. Get the flags in. Holy macaroni. With cheese, too. I started on this idea last Sunday. That's crazy. Well, last Sunday or last Monday or whatever it was. So that's what the front's gonna look like. Now we're gonna have to see what we want to do with the sides here. I could just repeat the same thing on all the sides. I don't know if that's the most creative thing to do, but it's something that we could do. Don't build the back like Korean. Yeah, or or we could do that, That's also a thing, Don't like that. Um, 'Let's go a bit higher. The flag design itself is fine. I just almost feel like I want to go with the fence though. Like I like the fence idea. Yeah. Five tall or 6 tall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tall. One, two. I forget we're gonna want carpet. Keep mobs from spawning. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could also just do that at the bottom. No one would ever know. Just to give myself a base for the flagpole. We have that. Okay. All the flags are pointing the same way. That's good. All blowing the same way. Hey, what's up, Zach? How was the stream? Tech.
Hello.
Winch, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Welcome in through the raid. If either a mod or, well, Jen, if you're able to, give Zach a shout out. Zach's a fantastic, not only person, not only Minecraft player, but content creator. Make sure if you guys were lurking at my stream, make sure to go throw Zach a follow over on Twitch. Go sub to him on YouTube. All the things. What are you up to, Zach? Actually, I think you were on, were you on TB? Truly Bedrock? Derp. I feel like I saw that. Yeah. Looks amazing. Thank you. Yeah, this is more detailed than I thought we would get today. For those of you just joining us, we are on a server right now. This is the creative portion of the AfterLife SMP server. So we have a survival server, and then we have a creative server where we get to build things. So my plan for this is to incorporate this castle, or I guess we can call it a castle now, into my base. My base is essentially, I dug a big hole in the ground down to bedrock. The theme for my base is a lot of deep slate, a lot of mangrove, a lot of spruce. And we're trying to take those elements and bring them over into kind of a castle build. So I dug a hole, I have a floating island above it, and this is gonna go on the floating island, assuming that it fits on the floating island. My attempt down here to make this circle was to try to attempt to say where the boundaries of the floating island are. I don't think I captured it quite right, but when raiding in the end, had limited armor. Not allowed to wear a helmet currently. I had iron boots with feather falling and leggings with projectile 3. Did you die? A lot? Or did you make it out relatively unscathed? This is wild. I can't believe we actually built this. And this was really just my, I mean, there was some input from chat, but the idea behind it was my brainchild. That's crazy. I've never built anything like this before. I mean, it's not complete, but like I've never built anything like this before. So this was quite the experience. I'm debating what I want to do with the sides. I was just telling chat that it's so detailed in the front, and we can repeat some of the banner patterns and the glass and things like that on the sides, and the back. I like this big old flag banner thing here. It's pretty cool. I don't know though. No, I got 28k out, 5 sets of wings, 74 shells, and then called it. I was running out of arrows in time to hit home. Fair. 5 sets of wings is good. 74 shulker, shells is good. 28,000 blocks out is a long ways. That's good though. Glad you were able to get a hefty amount of loot out of it. I like the brick polished deep slate going up the walls. This? The brick? Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you start adding details, right? Because I originally just had like this all the way up basically, and it was fine, but you start adding, it was kind of just mimicking what I did down here. You start just adding that brick all the way up, and yeah, it adds the right amount of detail. I mean, this is a very detailed build. More detailed than I typically ever, well, not ever build, but it's more detailed than I expected it to be. It's crazy. Flag at the top here. Banner pattern. Yeah. We'll have to figure out the sides in the back. I'm not too concerned with that. I'm probably more concerned with the interior, to be honest. And like, if we step in here, though, I think Skunk's Castle doesn't have a interior built yet, so maybe it does. He can correct me if I'm wrong. So, can't be too bad. Can't be too far behind. I have no idea what to do with this interior. All I think about is the build itself. But yeah, I think this is going to be our focus for the rest of the season. Is really building this. I don't know how long the season's going to be. We'll find out today. Probably. I have an AfterLife meeting like in about an hour. So we'll see. There's a good chance we'll have the season to the end of the year though. So if we do have it until the end of the year, then I think we could easily build this year. So this is what I had in mind for my witch farm. That would be an interesting. You're thinking like a castle like build for your witch farm? Interesting idea. For mine in single player, I wanted it to be let's do this. I wanted it to be a perimeter, so I didn't really wasn't thinking of a build, but don't like that. Using these mangrove leaves as well. I usually like to use azalea leaves because I think azalea leaves are better. But I use a lot more azalea. The mangrove leaves are fine. I'm mostly using them here because I'm trying to tie in this castle build with what I've already done for my hole, so it's a lot of the reason I use this. Not that it's bad. I'm not saying it's a bad leaf to use. It's just not, not my typical. I need a tower to go around the villager-powered witch farm. Gotcha. Even just like you could like take the middle part out of it probably, and that would be enough, right? Just this part, maybe. Probably be enough space, but. Don't do that. Let's put a pot here. We can replace these little azalea bushes with whatever other flowers or whatever we want. I thought about like the propagules because we're using a lot of mangrove, but and then this detail needs to go here all the way around. There we go. Symmetric. Yeah. We'll at least mirror this, I think, on the back. I think that's gonna make the most sense. As far as the sides go, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with the sides yet. I wonder if there's a way to like invert this. Like, could I maybe invert it a little bit? Let's see. Do that. Do that. That and that. That. Something like that on the sides could be interesting. No, I don't want that. I want this. Yeah, let's just invert it like that. Yeah, that works. Could easily invert that. Let's try it on this side now. Do that. Boom. 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 Yeah, go for it, Zach. Yeah, of course. Thanks for raiding. I really appreciate it. Go stretch your legs. Good stretch. Very good stretch. Kind of looks like a king with a crown with a very open mouth. Almost like a Kirby. Almost looks like Kirby. It's very interesting. I could do a miniature version of this on the sides here pretty easily. All right, let's put these in. I love this detail. That's pretty. For the night. There we go. Let's try a shorter version of this. This even is a shorter version. Yeah, slightly smaller version. So that's a pretty good place to put it at. 1, 2, all right. 1, 2 here. Boom, boom, boom. The beauty is that all of this is already mob proof, so. So one to the dark. Just here it comes. All right, we're gonna do that. Nope. Front of part. Yeah. I think we'll just repeat what we did on the front and the back. That'll be easy enough, I think, to do. Can't think of anything good to put on the back anyways. So this block. How long is this one? Is this 7 down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Do that. Fence, fence. Cool. More details to still do, of course, on the sides and whatnot here, but looking good. Looking pretty good. Put these in. It's gonna add a lot if I just do this. Just doing that adds a lot. Put some in the bottom there. I did. Oh, I forgot fences up here. That would help if I put some fences in. That also helps. Put some up here too. Not there. I don't like that though. Maybe in the middle here? Yeah, that's all right. That works. That's crazy. All right. We've been going for a while. I think we're gonna wrap it up there. I will go raid someone though, or see if there's anyone online who I can go raid. Monkey Steve, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. If you guys new around here, haven't followed the channel yet, make sure you do. Hit the follow button if you want to get notified, or just know whenever I go live. Discord's also the place to be. I have a Discord. If you do !point Discord in chat, you'll get a link to my Discord. So, see who's online. That is the raid message. Just copy paste it here. Just make sure it works for me. Yep. Yep. All right. Any suggestions, folks? I'm looking at my followed channels. There's a couple people there I could raid. I could go to acrylic. I haven't been to acrylic in a while. Yeah, acrylic. Nico's on here too. I haven't rated acrylic in a very long time. Let's see, Nico, acrylic. Yeah, we can maybe go check out Nico actually. I haven't rated Nico in a long time, so we can do that one. He's playing hardcore as well. 1.21.7? Is there 1.21.7 already? That was only 1.21.6. So yeah, prefer to keep it Minecraft. All right, let's go raid Nico / raid. It's one I used to know from the 240p days, I think. All right, folks, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I will see you all back here next weekend for another stream. Maybe we'll actually be building this castle. We'll see. Thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate you. Bye.